football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Green. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. He wants to throw it again. He tries to take the top off. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Finds a little space. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
That's caught. It's Rigby. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk a little about Arizona. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arizona.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Anderson will throw. Got his man. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's got it on the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourself. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Moore to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Got a man. It's Hill. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Green. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The sweet feet buy a little time, finding open areas. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Anderson wants to throw. The quick out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Puts it out of the air. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives. Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway. Play for this defense.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put it on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always priority number one for every single offense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He might want another play. Moore will throw. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And he's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. The give to the back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Spins away. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Daniels. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Quick strike complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's complete to the right. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Ducks in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Anderson will throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The the Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. Running to Green.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Now adjusting. Rolling right and going deep. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
It's good. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds his man. It's Rigby. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Moore to the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Hill.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Snagged in the middle. It's full. It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Anderson will throw. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd down play from the gun. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fit it in the window for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Oregon! Once he got some room, it was over. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Anderson wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. A little screen to the running back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Arizona in a hurry.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll go to the air on second and short, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got it right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's fourth and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth breaks into the open. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Anderson will throw. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
To the air on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Defensively, the clock late in the game when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Snap in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. Looking to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the 4th quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to have to happen to get back in this ballgame.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense